What's up, everybody? We're here with another episode of the Style Series, and today we're at Proto101 in Bellevue Square Mall. And I'm sitting here with the founder of Proto101. This is Liyin, and we're just going to talk a little bit about the brand, the holiday collection, and give you a walk through the store. We might even try on some clothes too.
Well, thank you, Christy, for having me and for joining me in our store today at Bellevue Square. And yeah, we're excited to talk about Proto and holiday and everything about sustainable clothing.
Yeah, and I have lots of questions. I've worked with this brand for about 2 years now, which is crazy. Huge fan. Their clothes are so comfortable. So yeah, just tell us a little bit about Proto101, how you guys started. We're sitting here in your second store, so there's obviously a long story about that. I'd love to hear.
Yeah. Well, so Proto101 started with the mission to build better basics. And we wanted to create fashion and clothing that would have a better impact on the environment and really minimize any negative from energy or from water wastage and usage, the amount of garments and clothes that end up in landfills. And so we really set out on this mission so that we could make long-lasting, high-quality garments, sustainably sourced materials. We say it's from yarn to you.
Yarn to you.
Yeah.
I love that.
How do we be sustainable from yarn to you? And we also think about that from a full life cycle. So we also plant a tree for every garment we produce and sell.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. It's something that we can do to think about the real cost of making fashion and how do we be more mindful. And we also really think about our materials and using less packaging. And when we do when we do ship back mailers, it's compostable, biodegradable, recyclable. So we really want to create something that has a positive and long-lasting effect.
Wow, that's incredible. I mean, I can only imagine, because there's lots of brands in the fashion industry that claim to be sustainable, but then you look at their report at the end of the year, and their carbon emissions are off the charts, and the amount of waste and usage that they have on the environment, the effects are detrimental. So I guess, what are some of the challenges that you ran into, and why does it matter to you being a sustainable brand?
I think it matters. I think it matters to everybody as we think about, this is our home. We want to take care of the planet. My co-founder Raphael and I have over 20 years each of fashion industry experience, and through that, building brands for other big retailers and companies, we've got to see behind the curtains around what it really costs to create sort of fast fashion. Really cheap disposable products that you get really, really quickly. They don't last as long, and there's a cost for how cheap things can be made.
Right. And
we really believe that you can have affordable, high-quality basics that don't create this over excess, this mass. We have to keep producing, and you wear it once and you throw it away, and it falls apart or it shrinks. And that is something that I think everybody can, kind of get behind, because who wants to wear a t-shirt just one time and throw it away, right?
Especially when you pay so much for that t-shirt.
Exactly, right? It should be something that you invest in, and it's something that you should feel good in, and also you can feel good about your impact. And so we really think that, it takes time. It takes, when we created and launched this brand, we thought about all of that from the very beginning. We built that into the DNA of how we designed and, created the fabrication. So we have a very special blend of Supima cotton and Tencel that we worked with our mills to develop. And it took us 18 months just to develop that fabric. And make sure that it was, it has Oeko-Tex certification, so we know it's free from toxic chemicals and pesticides, so that what you're putting on your body is also not harmful for you. It took us a long time to source the right materials and fibers, but in the end it was all worth it, so that we could really be confident in what product we were building.
Wow.
And that is something that we felt important was to do right from the beginning. We wanted to be sustainable from the start. I think a lot of brands have a harder time pivoting because that's not how they started. And as they got bigger and bigger, to move in that direction is more difficult because you have to change your sourcing practices, you have to change...
Yeah, it changes everything.
It changes your cost model, it changes how you think about your carbon footprint. And we didn't want to have to backtrack on that. We wanted to put all of that right into the way we were building the brand from the start.
That's, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. How did you meet your co-founder, Raphael?
We met at our previous job at Amazon. And so we actually had launched and created their fashion private brands. And that's where we met. He was the designer, I was business and production, and together we were sort of that, sort of yin and yang.
Yeah, I was just about to say yin and yang.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so it was nice to have a partner to do the left brain, right brain thing with and bounce ideas off of. So we worked together. We obviously built brands together, launched brands together, took things from the ground up, and to great success there.
Yeah.
And it gave us the confidence to decide that we were going to build something on our own.
You guys had that trust that was built.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Tell us about you. Have you always lived in Seattle or?
No. So I grew up in LA. And,
ooh, she's an LA girl.
Yeah, West Coast girl. And then I moved to New York for school and then stayed out and then was in New York City for about 12 years.
How was that?
Amazing.
Yeah, I bet.
New York in your 20s is the best time. And met my husband there and was with Macy's there. I went from a product assistant in private brands, and when I left I was a vice president of men's private brands, and was recruited by Amazon, which is how I ended up in Seattle. So Amazon had offered me the role. They were just starting an organization to launch and build their fashion private brands. And it was a great opportunity to be a part of a digitally native brand. Amazon obviously making big waves in retail at the time, as they were just getting started. And that was an amazing experience, and it brought me back to the West Coast, to Seattle, and here we are 6 years later.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so after about 5 years with Amazon, left and started Proto101 with Raphael. And we launched our online store in 2020. We opened our first physical store in downtown Pacific Place in December of 21. And we just opened our newest location here in Bellevue, which is where we are today, in May of this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's like within 3 years. You already have 2 locations.
Yes.
So it seems like Proto101 is a success. That's awesome.
Well, we are working hard and we're tired.
I bet.
But it's been a ride. I mean, we did not expect to leave our corporate jobs during the pandemic and start working in a mall, but that's just where it took us. We've really enjoyed. What we found as we were when we first launched Proto101, we were doing pop-ups during the pandemic all around Seattle and Capitol Hill and South Lake Union, and the experience was really great, and the community has been amazing. Seattle really embraces their local businesses and brands, and people were so welcoming and wonderful, and they followed us, and we had such a great reception. So we opened our first store when we saw there was an opportunity to do that at Pacific Place, and it's been amazing.
I love that. That's such a great story, and it seems like just the aesthetic of Proto101 is everything that Seattle needs. I mean, it's basics, but it's elevated, it's sustainable, it's comfortable. If you guys haven't tried their pieces, you have to come in and try them on, because I'm a huge fan. I wear my sweatsuit every week. I told her this earlier. So you guys have really built a very quality, great brand.
Thank you.
I want to talk a little bit more about this that we have right behind us. your holiday collection.
Yeah.
If you want to just like tell us a little bit about it. Got some new colors.
Yeah, so here we're kind of showcasing our new neutrals. The newest one to the family here is our oatmeal. And we have camel and of course our brown heather, so it's all about just sort of easy, soft neutrals that pair back with everything and anything in your wardrobe, because it's all about, we want to create that capsule wardrobe, interchangeable basics, take the stress out of dressing. So this right here is our moto jacket, which I'm also wearing today in black, my real favorite color. And this is one of, our newest pieces, just giving our women and our ladies something easy to wear that you can still dress up. It looks easy, you can throw it on, but it's comfy. Side entry pockets for your hands, because girls need pockets, real pockets.
Always.
And just something that always looks easy, good, and you can put it on over a dress, pair it with pants, jeans. Keeps you warm, but also stylish with that moto silhouette.
Very cute. I love that. I love the black one.
Yeah, because it just, I love to wear it, if we're going to be on TV.
Yeah.
But traveling is really easy. You don't know when you're just going to need to throw something on, but you don't always want to have like a hoodie.
Right.
And then of course we have our relaxed crop sweatshirts. This is also our newest silhouette.
What color is this?
This is our camel.
Camel.
Yeah, so it's just that really easy sort of like beige taupe, very soft. It looks like cashmere.
It really does.
I know, right? And all of our sweatshirts also have these little side secure zipper pockets too, so you can pop earbuds in there, chapstick, a wallet, keys, credit card, just something so you can keep it secure. And we're all about those kinds of details so that it's functional. It doesn't disturb the design, though.
It doesn't at all.
Because we want to keep the pieces timeless and easy.
Yeah. Very good.
Hoodies, we do various hoodies. This is our relaxed hoodie, just clean, modern silhouettes. Again, you have that little secure zipper pocket. And then we always include in our hoodies a little cell phone pocket for just to keep it nice and secure.
I didn't even know that was there, and I have one of these.
Yeah, so your cell phone can stay inside, and then that way it won't fall out if you're like walking the dog and you don't want to bring a bag. That everyone's had their phone just fall out of their pocket and crack.
I put my phone in
iPhones are too expensive
pockets
these days for that to be happening, so you gotta just keep things nice and secure.
Now I know.
Yeah, and we have our,
another
our
favorite of mine.
Easy t-shirt dresses, of course, all with pockets.
Yes, this is my favorite in this entire store. I love this style.
And it's so versatile, we have women coming in all the time. They wear it, out at the beach, traveling, at home, nightshirt, pair it with leggings, put on some booties, throw on a jacket. There's a million ways that you can wear this.
There's so many things you can wear that with.
And all of our t-shirts and dresses also have moisture wicking and UPF 50 sun protection too.
You guys.
Yeah.
It's everything you need.
Yeah. Just to show you, another one of our new silhouettes is our relaxed boxy crop t-shirt, which I can't wait for you to try later.
I'm so excited.
So I always like to say this is like an adult crop. It just hits you right nicely at the top of that waistband. It's not going to be,
It's not like super cropped.
It's not going to be a midriff showing shirt.
It's tasteful.
A tasteful crop, an adult crop. And then what else do we have here? We have our high-waisted wide leg, which has been a customer favorite, and so we're introducing new colors. This is our camel again, but just giving different silhouettes. Of course, we have joggers, but just giving options on the bottom so that you can wear these to work if you're also wanting to be comfy and loungy, but these are all just easy pieces that you can wear out and about.
Yeah, very transitional too.
So we always want to think about ways that we can wear our pieces more than one way. So, because you're going to be doing from morning to afternoon to evening. I'm doing a million things.
This, that, and the third.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you're at work, you're running errands, you're having coffee, and you want to be ready and dressed appropriately for everything.
Yeah, which is what I love is you can wear these with anything in your closet. You can dress them up with jewelry, a nice jacket, like you said. So this is a great collection.
Thank you.
Has this already launched online?
The camel and the browns have, and all of these styles are available online and in store. The oatmeal is coming soon, so you guys are getting a very sneaky. I literally picked these up from the photo shoot
Oh my
yesterday.
Look at that.
So these will be launching in a couple of weeks.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you, Liyin. How does Proto101 stand out from other sustainable brands? Because I mean, like, this color palette, super friendly to your wardrobe. You can wear it with anything. Like, people love the neutrals, but there's also a lot of other brands that have these neutral color palettes. I was gonna ask you, how do you think your brand stands out from others?
Well, I mean, I think Proto101 has, in addition to the gorgeous color palette, you know, we stand behind the way that we design and develop our products, so that we are bringing sustainability to the forefront. It's in everything that we do. So it is about having this unique blend of Supima cotton and Tencel, you know, so it really does have a positive impact on the environment. So you can feel good about how your clothes are made and where they're and how they're being manufactured. So I think that's one differentiator. The second differentiator is that we're all about creating clothes that don't just have, that they're made well, but they also have a really great fit. So with all of that experience that Raphael and I bring from our previous, you know, fashion industry life, is all of the data around how to make the perfect fit. What are the things that men and women are looking for to solve in their everyday life with their clothing? So the details around, you know, secure pockets,
the functionality of
it. Also, you know, how do we make sure that all of the different fits are perfect to the right, you know, to the body, and that we offer different fits. You know, we don't offer just one, because there is no one fit for everyone.
Right. That's right.
So we really want to think about that for every body. You know, so we have a classic fit, we have a relaxed fit, we have an oversized fit. So for us, it's about not just having clothes that have a good message behind it, but they actually still need to fit perfectly.
Right.
They need to be,
or no one's gonna buy them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the other piece too that I think that really sets us apart is that we are that perfect blend of performance and function too. So we really stay with a natural based fibers. So Supima cotton and Tencel are the basis of all of our garments. So you still get that really super soft hand feel. Really luxurious, gives you that, you know, easy look. But we also engineer all of our fabrics so they have performance features like moisture wicking, UPF 50 sun protection, breathability. They're not going to shrink. So you get that perfect blend of performance, but it doesn't look like you're wearing your gym clothes out.
That's so true.
And you know, for us, that's really important. It goes back to that versatility of how you can wear your pieces, where you can wear them, and why you live in them, because you can wear them in so many different scenarios, occasions, and places in your life. And I believe that that is how we all should be dressing. You know, everyone is dressing that way, right? You know, the lines of like your work and your personal life are so blurred. We think that this is how your wardrobe should match that. And it should really try to do everything. And so that is another way that we really see our clothing is set apart. You don't have to give up on performance features because you want to wear something that looks and feels good. And you don't have to give up on, you know, the way of being able to look presentable going to work. You know, if you're wearing if you're a polo or a jacket or your dress, you can still look put together.
You're not compromising.
Exactly. But you still have the moisture wicking features underneath in case you get a little hot and sweaty.
So if you have you know, like that meeting that you're avoiding and you have to present, you can sweat all you want in these clothes and it won't show.
Yeah, exactly. And then another last like detail that we've heard a lot of customers appreciate is, you know, we're all about creating premium product, but not premium pricing, you know? So it is about how do we create affordable pieces and basics that are super high quality, well made, luxurious, but aren't gonna cost you $200, you know, for a hoodie. And that's something that we also believe is really important, is just having, you know,
accessibility.
Exactly, accessibility. Everyone should be able to afford and wear these pieces, and, you know, also be able to, you know, feel good in them.
Right. And I mean, well, I was going to say that's really hard to do, So props to you guys. Because having a sustainable brand, it's not only challenging, but it's so expensive. And that's why a lot of these clothes are marked up at these crazy high prices. So to be able to find that middle balance must have taken a lot of like trial and error, experimenting. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I would say to the credit of our amazing partners, manufacturing partners, who I've known for over 20 years, they have really been great supporters as far as helping us and develop, working with us as we develop our fabrics and go through that trial process. Sustainable and eco-friendly materials and products cost more because the process of developing and growing those materials has more cost involved in that.
Because there's labor in it.
More labor, and you're being more conscious about the way that you are growing that cotton and developing the materials, and so naturally there will be more cost associated with that. And part of the way that we offset that is by by creating a direct-to-consumer experience. So we are online. You can shop with us exclusively there or in our stores where you will see Proto101 products, and that is another way that we're able to provide more value to our customers and kind of cut out the middleman, if you will.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. I think we're just gonna walk around and just look at some of the pieces we have here. I'm so excited to try these on. And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Christy. Really appreciate you coming today.
I'm excited. Let's get this going.
Amazing.